Welcome to Anglia Car Auctions. Now, if you're here for the cars, you're a little bit early. We'll be starting a new stream at approximately 12:30, and all the cars that are surrounding me and more will be going through then. But if you're here for the bikes, you've come to the right place at the right time, because we've got just over 80 motorcycles going under the hammer here at Anglia Car Auctions in Kings Lynn in just a moment. Now, always we have such a selection, and it's a very, very eclectic one, from these beautiful little Japanese 50cc mini pit bikes. They're fabulous. We've got Suzuki's, Hondas, British motorcycles. We've got Lambrettas, Vespas, vintage Triumphs, BSAs and more. And I'm just going to point out a couple of very interesting bikes coming up here. One that's particularly attractive is this little Kawasaki KE100. Now, great little twin shock trials bike. The first owner kept it from new until 2024, and although we can't warrant the mileage of 630, it is believed to be correct, and it's a beautiful, beautiful bike. And just behind Noddy, entered no reserve, is this 1979 BMW R80 combination, and arguably the star of the show. Many of you won't have seen one of these in the metal before. 1990 Norton JPS F1. So with the rotary engine, a fabulously rare machine. They didn't make many, and this is one of them. One registered keeper from new, and would grace any collection indeed. But that's enough of me. Let's get cracking and see you in a moment.
Right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's a bit loud, isn't it? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this part 2 of our 2-day classic car auction. We had a wonderful day yesterday, lots of good bidding, lots of good results. I hope you enjoyed it on YouTube. I know we all enjoyed it up here. We've got a wonderful day here starting. I'm sure you've seen it already on YouTube. We've got about 85 motorbikes to get through. A lovely array of motorbikes we've got. Some very rare bikes as well. After the motorbikes, we'll continue on with the number plates. So we've got, I think, about 15 or 20 number plates up for the offerings. And then swiftly after the number plates, we will start the engines, and we will be having the cars come through at around about 12 to 12:30, I believe. So lot number 401, start of the motorbikes, is this lovely little BSA, the winged wheel. First registered 1956, or year of manufactured, UK registered 2012. Fitted with the Toyota Triumph bicycle. We've got commission bids. You're saying 125, 175 on bid here on commissions. At £175 on bid there now, then at 175. At 175, 200, I am out. You're in internet at 200. At £200 on bid there now, then at £200. 225. At 225 on bid there now, then at 225. He's sick of the van. At 225 on bid there now, then at 225. At 225 on bid there now, looking 50 if you're coming. But at 225. At £225 in, the seats takes it away. And it goes then at 225 it is. That's yours at 225 to all the ones. Then we go on to lot number 402, this one. The Excelsior, the auto bike. Offered as restoration there with the Villius engine. Where are we going to go with this? It's fallen off the DVLA system. It's no reserve, it's here to sell. Where are we going to go with this one then? Still a rare bike. Start me £200 for it. 200, sir? £200 on bid there now, then a 200 bid. At £200 on bid there now, then a 200 for the Excelsior there at 200. At £200 on bid there now, then a £200 it is. At £200 on bid there now, then a 225 I see, but at £200 on bid there. At £200 on bid there now, looking for 25 you're coming, but at £200 it is. They're going once, twice. It's yours, sir. You've seen them off at 200. That's yours, sir. 200. Your number is 2281. Thank you. Lot number 403 there is the 1955, the Cyclade there. UK registered in 1983. It's got a non-transferable number plate. It's here to sell. Good looking little cycle, this one. 75 unbid for a low start, then at 75 bid. 100 at £100 unbid there now, then £100, 125 at 125, 150 at 150 unbid, 175 at 175, 200 at £200, 225 at 225 unbid there at 225. The hard work will be done for you at 225 unbid there now, then at 225 at 225 unbid there now, then at 225 at 225. Is this going to be his and hers? At 225 unbid there now, then at 225 it is there in the seats. It goes there going once. 250 online at 250, 275 at 275. Claire will be happy at 275 unbid there now, then at 275 it is in the seats going once. 275 it is going twice. Gavels up, it goes at 275. 21.11. Thank you. Then we go on to lot 404 now. Is the 2018 there, the Sherco ST250. One of the more modern entries, this one in the motorbike section. 250cc, this one. Where are we going to go with this? We're going to go straight in. £1,300 bid. At £1,300 I'm bid there now, then a £1,300 bid. At £1,300 I'm bid there now at £1,300. For the shell go there at £1,300, looking 14 quick anywhere. At £1,400 bid. 1,500 at £1,500 I'm bid there now, then at 1,500. At £1,500 I'm bid there now, then at 1,500, looking for 16 if you're coming. But at 1,500, 1,600 at £1,600 I'm bid there now, then at 1,600, looking for 17 if you're coming. But at 1,600 my bid's here. We will submit it. At 1,600, 1,700 at £1,700 I'm bid there now. 1,800 at £1,800 I'm bid there now. For the shell go there at 1,800. At £1,800 I'm bid there now, then at 1,800 is 19. At 1,900, surely don't leave me there, internet, at £1,900. At £1,900, we're not stopping there, surely. £2,000, thank you, internet, at 2,000 bid. At £2,000 I'm bid there now, then at 2,000. Looking for one if you're coming, but at 2,000 bid here now, then at £2,000 it is there going once. £2,000, you sure it is going twice? It is just provisional at 2,000. Just provisional with you, internet, at 2,000. Lot number 405 now. Here's the little Honda QA50, the little monkey bike, this one. First one, 1971, this. Where are we going to go with this one? I'm straight in. £1,500. At £1,500 for a bit of fun with this one now, then at 1,500. At 1,500, 1,600, 1,700. At £1,700 I'm bid there now, then at 1,700. At £1,700 I'm bid for the little QA50 monkey bike there at 1,700. At £1,700 bid. At £1,700 I'm bid there now, then at 1,700. Nice bit of fun this at 1,700. At £1,700 I'm bid there now. It is going once. £1,700, you sure it is there now going twice. My gavel's up at 1,700, you sure? That does need to be more, ladies and gents. Come and have a look. There we go, on to the little 1971, the QA50 there, the monkey bike. We've got no documents or details with this one, but nice presented little monkey bike, that one. It's here to sell, no reserve. Internet likes it. We're straight in at 425. At £425 I'm bid there now, then at 425. At £425 I'm bid there now, then at 425. Looking 50 if you're coming, but at 425. 450. At 450 I'm bid there now, then at 450 bid. At 450 I'm bid there now, then at 450. Looking for 75, but at 450 bid. 475. At 475 I'm bid there now, then at 475. At 475 I'm bid there. 500. At £500 I'm bid there now, then at 500. I'll take 25 you quick, but at £500 I'm bid there now, then at 525. 550, thank you, internet. At 550 I'm bid there now, then at 550. At 550 I'm bid 75. At 575. At 575, looking for 6 quick if you get 600 here first. At 600, but I'll take 25 you're coming. At 625 you're in. At 625 I'm bid there now, then at 625. At 625, 650, not now. At 650 on bid there now, then a 650 bid. At 650 on bid there now, 675. At 675 here online, at 675, 700 back in the room. Not you, internet, I'm 700 in the room. 725 back online. At 725 on bid there now, then thank you anyway. At 725 it is there now, going once. 725 it is going twice. Gavels up, you're sure, at 725. That's yours, internet, at 725. Thank you. Right, lot 407 there. We've got the 1981, the Honda Motocompo there. Nice little compact motorbike that they made. Japanese import, this one. Brought into the country back in 2024. Where are we going to go with this? £1,800 on bid there now, then at 1,800. At £1,800 on bid there now, then at 1,800. At £1,800 on bid here now, it's online at 1,800. At £1,800 on bid, don't listen to him. At £1,800 on bid there now, then at 1,800, looking for 19 quick anywhere, but at 1,800 my bid's here. At 1,800, 1,900. At 1,900 it's in the room at 1,900. At £1,900 on bid there, it is still very provisional at this sort of money, but at 1,900. At £1,900 on bid there now, then at 1,900 it's very provisional. At 1,900 it is there now, going once. £1,900 for the Motocompo, provisionally going twice. Last time at 1,900, very provisional. Very provisional, 1,900. Lot number 408 now is the 1981, the Honda C70, the Passport. It's got the Nova form, 6 registered keepers there. Will require UK registration. It was an American import. Where are we going to go with this then? 750 bid. At 750 on bid there now, then a 750. At 750, looking for 800 quick anywhere, but at 750. At 750 on bid there now, then a 750. 800. At 800, 850. At 850. At 850 on bid. At 850 on bid there. At 850, 900 now. At £900 on bid here now, online at 900. At £900 on bid there now, then at 900. I'll take a 50 quick anywhere, but at 900 bid here. At £900 on bid there, surely 50. 950, don't leave me there, internet, at 950. At 950, £1,000, thank you, and I'll still take 50 if you're quick, but it's £1,000. At £1,000 on bid there now, then £1,000 it is. At £1,000 on bid there now, 1,050. At 1,050 on bid there now, then 1,050, 11 is it? But it's 1,050 there for the little Honda C70 Passport of the 1,050, 1,100. At £1,100 on bid there now, then 1,100. At £1,100 it is there now, going once. £1,100, you're sure it is now going twice. It's out the door, 50. 1,150. At 1,150, looking for 12 quick anywhere, but it's 1,150. 12. At £1,200 on bid there now, then at 1,200. At £1,200 on bid, 50 is internet, but it's at £1,200 my bid, 50. At 1,250 on bid there now, then at 1,250. At 1,250, press quickly if you want it, but it's at 1,250 on bid here now, then at 1,250 it is there, going once. 1,250 it is going twice. You're buying it, internet, outright at 1,250 it is. 1,250, that's yours, internet, thank you. Then we go on to the little 1978, the Gorelli, first registered 1978 there, runs and rides well, stated by our vendor, last owner for the last 10 years. Where are we going to go with this one? I'm straight in. Pretty little bike that, £600. At £600 on bid there, and I'll take 50, but it's at 600. At £600 on bid there now, then at 600, 650. At 650 on bid there now, then at 650 bid. At 650, looking for 7 quick anywhere, but at 650 for the little Gorelli there at 650. At 650 on bid there now, then at 650, looking for 7 quick anywhere, but at 650, 700, 750 now online. At 750, 800. At 800 on bid, back in the room now, then at 800 bid. At £800 on bid there now, back in the room it is there at 800. At 800, don't lose it for a 50 internet, but at £800 my bid's there. At £800 it is there now, going once. 50. at 850, at 850, 900, at 900, still in the room now then at £900 bid, at £900 on bid there now, it's in the room at 900 bid, at £900 on bid there now then at 900, it's in the room now then at at £900 it is there, press it quickly Ned if you want it, but at 900 is there, yes, 950 fresh money, at 950, at 950 on bid there now then at 950, fill it up, at 950 bid, at 950 it's just provisional with you sir, at 950 it is there now going once, 950 it is there now going twice, my gavel's up at 950, that's just provisional with you sir, 1887, thank you. Lot 410 now. We've got the La Francis there, the Demont, first registered 1952 there, UK registered 2018, V5 with the owners there, various papers. It's got non-transferable registration on this one. Where are we going to go with this? I'm straight in. 900. At £900 on bid there now, then at 900. At £900 on bid there now, then at £900 bid. At 900, I'll take a 50 quick anywhere, but at 900. At £900 on bid there now, then at £900 bid. At £900 on bid there now, looking 50 quick anywhere, but at 900. At £900 on bid there now, then at 900, looking for a 50 quick anywhere, but at £900. My bid's here at 900 is going once. £900 assured is there now going twice. My gavel's up now, then at £900 it is for the last. That does need to be a bit more, ladies and gents. Come and have a look. That does need to be a bit more. Lot 411. Is the 1991, the Yamaha, the QT50 there. Sold as a non-running project, this one. Where are we going to go? No reserve, £100 bid for a low start at £100 bid. At £100 for the QT50 now at £100 bid. At £100 on bid there now then 150. At 150, 200. At £200 on bid there now then at 200. You can't just do one. Come on, Tim. At £200 on bid there now then at 200. At £200 on bid there now then at 200. Looking 50 quick anywhere but at 200. At £200 on bid there now then at 200. Looking for a 50. Do I see quick 250? Before you, Internet, I'm afraid. His hand was up first at 250. At 250 on bid there now, then at 253. Do you want? Thank you anyway. At 250 on bid there now, then at 250 it is there now going once. 250 assured is now going twice. My gavel's up and it goes then out right at 250 it is. That's yours, sir. 250. All other way. 2273. Thank you. There we go, lot 412. We've got the BSA, the Aerial 3, 1973. It's got the V5. Where are we going to go with this? There's no reserve. Start me £200 for it. 300, all right, Internet. At £300 on bid there now, then at £300 on bid for the Aerial 3 now, then at 300 bid. At £300 on bid there now, then at 300. I'll take 50 quick anywhere, but at £300 my bid's here. It's on sale. At £300 on bid there now, then at £300 it is there now going once. £300 assured is there now going twice. My gavel's up and we're selling it now then at £300 it is there now for the last. £300, that's yours, Internet. Lot 413 there is the little Yamaha QT50. First registered 1982. Where are we going to go with this one then? Where are we going to go with this one then? Start me £300 for it. 300 for it, 2 for it, quick anywhere. £200. Got to be worth £200 for a bit of fun, surely. £200 for a quick anywhere. £100 for it. £100 bid, at £100 unbid there now, then at £100, at £100, 125 unbid here, at 125, 150 here now, I'm afraid, sir, just before you, at 150, but I'll take 75 if you like, 175, at 175 unbid there now, it's in the room at 175, 200, at £200 unbid there now, then at 225, at 225 unbid there now, then at 225, at 225 unbid there now, then at 225, looking 50 quick if you're coming, but at 225, at 225 unbid there, 50, at 250 unbid there now, 75 would you like? Thank you anyway, at 250 bid. At 250 unbid there now, then at 250 it is there now, going once. 250 it is going twice, gavels up and it goes, then at 250. That's yours, net at 250. $414 there, we've got another little BSA aerial. Second one we've had in the sale there. Spares or repairs, this one. Handy if you bought the first one. Where are we going to go with this one? £100 for it. Got to be worth £100 surely. £100, little BSA aerial, bit of fun that. £100. 25 unbid here. At £25 unbid there now, then at 25. At £25 unbid there now, then at 25. Looking 50 to a C, but at £25 my bid's here. At £25 unbid there now, then at 25. 50. At £50 unbid. How can you say no at that? At £50 unbid now in the room on the rail at £50 bid. At £50 unbid there now, then at £50 it is there going once, twice it goes now, then at 50 it is. That's yours at 50. You didn't think you were going to go home with that today, did you? 22.63, thank you, good to see you. Lot 415 there is the 1966 little rally runabout there. It's had a new carburetor, coils, runs well, stated by our vendor. Nice little 1966 rally runabout. Where are we going to go with that one then? 325 bid. At 325 unbid there now, then at 325. At 325 unbid there now, looking 50 quick anywhere, but at 325. At 325 unbid here now, looking 50 quick anywhere, but at 325. At 350, 375, 400. Thank you, internet, at 400. At £400 unbid there now, then at £400 bid. At £400 unbid there now, then at 400. I'll take 25 quick anywhere, but at 400 my bid's here online at 400. At £400 it's on sale, out the door it goes now, then at 400. 25, 450. At 450 bid. At 450 unbid there now, then at 450 bid. At 450 looking for 75, but it's at 450 bid. At 450 unbid there now, it's online, my gavel's up, you'll lose it, internet at 450. That's yours at 450, thank you. Lot 416 now is the first of the Yamaha Fizzies. 1976 this one, in the purple livery. Please note the guide in the catalogue is wrong. So do keep your beans. 9 former keepers there. Where are we going to go with this one? Only covered 13,000 miles and I'm straight in at 2.6. At 2.6 for a low start there. At 2006 for the Fizzy at 2.6. At 2.6, 2.7. At 2.7, 2.8, 2.9. At 2.9, 3,000. 3.1. At 3.1. At 3,001 unbid. At 3.1 unbid there now. 3.2. At 3.2, 3.3. At 3.3. At 3.3 unbid there now. Then at 3.3. At £3,300 unbid there now. Then 3.4. At 3.4 unbid there now. Then at 3,004. At £3,400 unbid there now, then a 345 is it, but at 3,400 my bid's here. 3.5 at 3,005 unbid there now, then a 3.5 it is. At £3,500 it's 3.6. At 3.6, 3.7. At 3.7 unbid there now, 3.8. At £3,800 unbid there now, then a 3.89 is it, but it's a 3.8. At £3,800 unbid there now, it is provisional. At £3,800. At 3.839. At 394, at 41, at 41, that's more like an internet 42, thank you, net 43, at 43, 44, 45, at 45, 46, at 46, 47, at 47, unbid there now, then at 4,007, 48, At 4,800 unbid there now, then at 4,008. At 4,849. At 4,900 unbid there now, then at 4,900. 5,000 bid. At £5,000 unbid there now, then at 5,000. 5,100. At 5,100. 5,200. At 5,200 unbid there now, then at 5,200. At 5,200 unbid. You're buying it, internet, at 5,300. At £5,300 unbid there now, then at 5,300. At £5,300 unbid there now, 5,400. At 5,400 unbid there now, then at 5,400. 5 is it, but at 5,400 unbid here now, then at 5,400. At £5,400 unbid there now, then at £5,400 that is there now going once. 5,400, you're sure, internet going twice. My gavel's up, you're buying it, internet, at £5,400 it is. 5,400, that's yours. Lot 417 is the second now, the yellow livery 1974, the Yamaha Fizzy there. Our vendor purchased it back in 2017, yeah, purely as a display piece. Comes with its original sale invoices there. Where are we going to go with this one then? Commission interest on this, and I've got to go straight in. £4,000. At £4,000 unbid here now, then a 4,000 bid. At £4,000 unbid there now, then a 4,100, 4,200 on commissions. At 4,200, 4,300, 4,400, 4,500, 4,600, 4,700, 4,800, 4,900, 5,000. 5,000 with me, internet, you're out. 5,100, 5,200. At 5,200. At 5,300, 5,500 with me. At 5,500 unbid here now, then at 5,500. At 5,000, 5,560, I'm out. 5,700 now, it's still with you, internet, 5,800. At £5,800 unbid there now, then at 5,800. At £5,800 for the Fizzy now, then at 5,890, is it? But at £5,800, surely we're not stopping there, net at 5,008. At £5,800 unbid there now, then at 5,800, looking for 9 quick anywhere, but at £5,800 it is there now going once. £5,800 it is there now going twice. Gavels up and it goes, selling out right at 5,008. That's yours, internet, at 5,800, thank you. Lot 418 is the little 1977 Suzuki AP50. Imported Suzuki, this one there. First registered March 1977. And it was UK registered in 2019. One former keeper since. Where are we going to go with this one then? 1,300 unbid. At £1,300 unbid there now, then at 1,300. At 1,300, 1,400, at 1,400, 1,500 bid. At £1,500 unbid there now, then at 1,500, looking for 16 quick anywhere, but at 1,500. At £1,500 unbid there now, then at £1,500 bid. At £1,500 unbid there now, then at 1,500, looking for 16 do I see, but at 1,500 my bid's here. At 1,500 for the little Suzuki AP50 there at 1,500. At £1,500 unbid there now, it is going once. £1,500 it is going twice. It is provisional. 16. That's 1,600. That's £1,600. That's £1,600 unbid now in the room at 1,600. Still provisional at 1,600. At £1,600 unbid there now. It is going once. 1,600 is twice. It is provisional at 1,600. 1,600 provisionally to 22.75. Thank you. Lot 419 is the 1977, the Suzuki AP50, this one. First registered 77. Where are we going to go for this one then? I'm straight in. £1,500 bid. At £1,500 unbid there now, then at 1,500, looking for 16 quick anywhere, but at 1,500 bid. At £1,500 unbid there now, then at 1,500. At 1,500, looking for 16 quick anywhere, but at 1,500. At 1,500, 1,600. At £1,600 unbid there now, then at 1,600, looking for 17 quick anywhere, but at 1,600 my bid's here. At £1,600 it is there now going once. £1,600, you sure it is going twice. It is provisional at £1,600 it is for the last. That is provisional with you, internet, at 1,600. Lot 420 it is now, is the 1971, the Suzuki A100 there. It's been family owned there with just 2 registered keepers. Comes with its original sales invoice dated 1971. 1 family owner from new. Where are we going to go with this one? 900 bid. At £900 unbid there now, then a 900 bid. At £900 unbid there now, looking for 1,000 if you... Oh, 950 then. At 950 bid. At 950 unbid now, looking for a fat 1,000 please, but at 950 unbid. At 950 unbid there now, then a 950 looking for 1,000 quick anywhere, 1,000 bid. At £1,000 unbid there, it's in the room at £1,000. At £1,000 unbid there, it's in the room at £1,000. It is provisional at £1,000 and 50. At 1,050, 1,100. At £1,100 still in the room now, then 1,100 bid. 1,150 at 1,150, 1,200 at £1,200 unbid there now, then a 1,200 looking 50 quick anywhere, but at 1,200 bid. At £1,200 unbid there, it's still provisional in the room at £1,200. It is there now going once. £1,200 you're sure it is now going twice. 50 at 1,250 at 1,250, 1,300. At £1,300 unbid there now, then at 1,300. At £1,300 unbid there now, then at 1,300. I'll take a 50 quick if you're coming internet, but at 1,300 my bid's in the room, still provisional. Gavel's up at 1,300 it is. That's provisional with you at 1,300. Lot 421. Is the 1981, the Yamaha YB100 Deluxe. We've got the owner's manual there, various service receipts, etc. Pretty little bike, this one. It's no reserve, it's here to sell. Internet's in at 425. At 425, looking 50 quick anywhere, but at 425. At 425, unbid there now, then at 425. Surely we're not stopping and starting there at 450, 475. 500, 525, at 525, unbid there now, then it's 525, at £525, 550, 575, 600 now, at 600, 625, at £625, unbid there now, then at 625, at 625, unbid there now, then at 625, looking 50 quick anywhere, but at 625, at 625, unbid there now, then at £625, it is there now going once. 625 it is there now going twice. On sale out the door and it goes then at £625 it is. That's yours, internet, at 625. Thank you. We go on to lot 422, the little 2018, the Royal Alloy there. The GT 125, 3 register keepers showing just 90 miles there. It was MOT'd until February next year. Where are we going to go with this one then? I'm straight in. £1,200 bid. At £1,200 unbid there now, then at £1,200 bid. At £1,200 unbid for the little Royal Alloy, then 1,300, 1,400. At £1,400 unbid there now, then at 1,400. At £1,400 unbid there now, then at 1,400. Looking 15 quick anywhere, but at 1,400. At £1,400 unbid 1,500. At £1,500 unbid there now, then at 1,500. Looking for 16 quick anywhere, but at 1,500. My bids here online provisionally. At £1,500 it is there now, then at 1,500 is there now going once. £1,500 as you're sure now going twice. My gavel's up provisionally at 1,500. That's provisional with you, internet, at 15. Thank you. Lot 423 there, the 2002, the Italjet, the F50 LC. It's in the F1 team racing livery, this one. Lots of new parts, powder coated frame, wheels, new brakes, etc. Lots of expenditure. It's on sale straight away. Internet's in at 650. At 650, 700. At £700 unbid there, 750, 800. 850. At 850 unbid there now, then at 850, 900. At 900 unbid there now, then at 900. 950 here. At 950 unbid there, 1,000 bid. At 1,000 back in the room now, then £1,000 bid. 1,050. 1,050. At 1,050, thank you anyway. At 1,050, it's here online. You're out in the room at 1,050. At 1,050, 1,100. At £1,100 unbid there now, then £1,100 it is. At £1,100 unbid there now, then 1,100. Looking 50 if you're coming, but it's £1,100. My bid's here online at £1,100. It is going once. £1,100, you sure it is there now going twice. My gavel's up, you're buying it internet at £1,100. It is for the last. Yours net at £1,100. Thank you. Lot 4, 24. Good looking little scooter. This one, the 1959, the Motor Guzzi there. Manufactured in 1955, first registered in the UK in 2013. Non-transferable registration on this one with 3 registered keepers. Where are we going to go with this one? It's here to sell. It's no reserve. Where are we going to go? Start me £300 for it. 300 for it. 150, 175 bid. At 175, 200, 225. At 225, unbid there now, then at 225. 250, at 250, 275. At 275, unbid there now, then at 275. 300, at £300 unbid there, 325. 350, 375, 400, 425, 450. At 450, unbid there now, then at 450, 475. At 475, unbid there now, then at 475. At 475, unbid there now, 500. At 500, unbid 525. At 525, unbid there now, then at 525. At 525, 50 is it? But at £525 unbid there now, then at 525. 550. At 550, unbid 575. At 575, unbid there now, then at 575. At 575, 600 is it? But at 575, my bid's here. At £575 it is 6. At 600. At £600 unbid there, 25. At 625, unbid there now, then 625. At 625, don't dwell now, internet, at 625 it is. At £625 it is there now going once. 625 it is there now going to 50. 675. At 675 it is there now, then at 675. At 675, looking for 7 quick anywhere, but at 675. At £675 it is there now. My gavel's up, you'll miss it, internet, at 700. At 700, 25. At 725, at 725, unbid there now, then at 725. At 725, you'll miss it, internet, my gavel's up, and it goes then at 720, 50, 750, at 750, at 750 bid, 775, at 775, press quickly if you want it, internet, you know if you want it, at 775, pretty little Motor Guzzi, this one at 775, 800, at 800 bid. At £800 unbid there now, then at 800 it is. At £800 unbid there now, surely don't leave me there. At £800 it is now, it's selling outright and it goes then at £800 for the last. That's yours, internet, at 800. The little 425 there is the 1962, the Lambretta LI150. Great little machine there with all the mod headlights and everything. Spare wheel, lots of chrome, around 20 lights on that one. We got telephone bid. Lovely bike that, only missing a private number plate. £1,800 unbid for this one now, then at 1,800 bid. At £1,800 unbid there now, then at 1,800. At £1,800 unbid there now, then at 1,800. Looking for 19 quick anywhere, but at 1,800. At 1,800, 1,900, 2,000 bid on the telephone, internet, not with you. At 2,000, 2-1 online. At 2-1. At 2-1, 2-2. Sorry, net, you're one behind. It's 2-2, 2-3, 2-4 now with you, internet. At 2-4, 2-5. At 2-5, 2-6. At 2-6, 2-7. At 2-7, 2-8. At 2,008 unbid there now, then 2-9. At 2-9 unbid there, 3,000 bid. At £3,000 unbid there now, then at 3,000 bid. 3-1. At 3-1, 3-2. You're buying it, internet. At 3-2. At 3-2 unbid there now, then at 3,002, 3-3 on the telephone. At 3-3 on the telephone now, then at 3-3. At 3-3 unbid there now, then at 3-3. Look, this is perfect for night driving. At 3-4. At 3-4. At 3,004. At 3-4. At 3-4. Are you sure, H? At £3,400 unbid here now. The telephone shaking his head. At 3,400 is with you, internet. It is now going once. 3-5. At 3-5. At 3-6. At 3-6, you're back in, internet, at 3,006, looking for 7 if you're coming, but at 3-6. At 3-6, surely we're not stopping there, internet, at 3-6, I'm bid. At £3,600, I'm bid there now, then at 3,600 is there now going once. 3-6, you're sure going twice. My gavel's up and we're selling it outright at 3-6. That's yours, internet, at 3-6, thank you. Lot 426 there. Here's a little 1995 Honda Vision. Originally supplied by CJ Bell of Norwich. Nice little local moped, this one. Only 2 registered owners, showing just over 3,000 miles. 750 bid. That's 750 unbid there for the little Honda Vision there at 750 bid. That's 750 unbid there now, then at 750, looking for 8 if you're coming, but at 750. That's 750 unbid there now at 750, looking for 8 quick anywhere, but at 750 my bids here. 800 at £800 unbid there now, then at £800 bid. At £800 it is provisional internet, at 800 it is. At £800 unbid there. At £800 bid. At £800 unbid there now, it is going once. £800 it is there now, going twice 50. At 850, at 850 bid. At 850 looking for 9 if you're coming, but at 850 my bid's on 9. At £900 unbid there now, then at 900. At £900 unbid there now, it's with you internet now, then at £900 it is going once, twice, out the door 50, 950, at 950, surely we're not stopping there now, internet at 950, at 950 unbid there now, fill it up at 950, at 950 unbid there now, you've had your warning internet, it's still provisional, gavels up then at 950 it is, that's provisional with you internet at 950. Lot 427 of the 1963, the Vespa Douglas. Registered with the DVLA as a 125cc, but believed to be a 150. Described as our vendor as an unfinished project there. Nice little project as the winter comes in. What are we going to do with this one? It's here to sell. 1,200 bid. At £1,200 unbid there now, then at 1,200 looking for 13 quick anywhere, but at £1,200 my bid's here online at 1,200 for this little Vespa Douglas at 1,200. At £1,200 unbid there, 1,300. At £1,300 unbid there now, then at 1,300 looking 1,400 online. At 1,400, 1,500, thank you at 1,500. At £1,500 unbid back in the room now, then at 1,500, 1,600 here. At 1,600, 17, would you like? 1,700, thank you. At 1,700, at 1,700, 18 back online. At 1,800, at 1,800, you're sure? At £1,800 unbid there now, then at 1,800, thank you anyway. At £1,800 unbid there now, then at 1,800 is there now going once. 1,819, at 1,900 unbid there now, at 1,900, at 1,900, we're not stopping there net, surely at 1,900, at £1,900 unbid there now, then at 1,900 it is. At 1,900 looking for 2 quick if you're coming, but at £1,900 it is there now going once. £1,900 you're sure it is there now going twice. My gavel's up on sale out the door at 19. That's yours net at 19, thank you. Then we go on to lot 428 2002, the Shangwei there, the Swap SW2. It's a Taiwan-based company there, known for developing early full-size electric mopeds. It's got the battery fitting diagram there. Where are we going to go with this one? It's here, no reserve. Where are we going to say then? Start me £200 for it. £200 for it. £100 for it, quick anyone? £100 for it, there can't be many in the country. £100 for it, anyone? £50 for it. £50 for a little bit of fun. 50, 75 unbid. At £75 unbid there now, then at £75 it is. At £75 unbid for the Swap now, then at 75. At £75 unbid, £100 bid there now, then 100 looking for 25 anywhere. Nice little bit of fun to be had on that for £100. At £100 unbid there now, then £100 it is there now going what, 125. At 125 unbid there now, then at 125. At 125 unbid there now, then at 125. Are you going to make one of them drive at home? At 125 unbid there now, then at 125 it is going once. 125 twice, it's with you 150. 150, at 150 unbid there now, 175, at 175 unbid back in the room at 175, at 175 unbid there now, it's in the room, my gavel's up, you're buying it sir at 175. That's yours, sir. 1887. Thank you. At 175. Lot 429 is the Gorelli Capri. It's fallen off the DVLA, so will require re-registration. This one. It's got a few parts with, I believe, this bike. Where are we going to go? I'm straight in. 125. It's no reserve. It's here to sell. 125 bid. At £125 unbid there now. Then 125, 150, 175, 200, 225. At 225 unbid there now. Then a 225 bid. At 225 unbid there now. Then a 225, 250, 275. At 275, unbid there now, then at 275. It's with you, Tim, now, then at 275. At 275, unbid there now, then at 275. Looking for 3 quick anywhere, but at 275. 300, 325, straight back at you at 325. Unbid there now, then 350, 375. At 375, unbid there now, 400, 425. At 425, unbid back in the room at 425. At £425 unbid there now, then at 425, looking 50 quick anywhere. But at 425 it is there now, going once. 425 it is there now, going twice. My gavel's up, you're buying it at 425. He's opened his account. 2092, thank you. Yeah, 425. Then we go on to lot 430 is the 1996, the Lambretta, the GP 150. Purchased from us in a past sale. A new showroom from Malta back in 1996 there. And UK registered in 1997. Comes with a Maltese dealership letter. Where are we going to go with this one? I'm going to go straight in, 1,800. At £1,800 unbid there now, then at 1,800, 1,900, 2,000 bid, 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, 2-4, 2-5, 2-6. At 2-6 unbid there, 7 would you like, but at 2-6 my bid's there. At 2-6 unbid there now, then at 2006. At 2-6 looking for 7 quick anywhere, but at 2006. At £2,600 unbid there now, then at 2-6 looking for 7 do I see quick anywhere, but at £2,600 is provisional. At 2-6. At 2-6 it is there now, going once. 2-6 it is going twice, provisionally with you now, then at 2,600. That's provisional with you. Lot 431 now is the 1977, the Yamaha Fizzy. Was registered in May 1977. His last MOT passed with no advisories, but it expired back in 2020. It's showing just 15,000 miles. Where are we going to go with this one? I'm straight in, 2.8. At £2,800 for the Fizzy now, then at 2.8. 2.9. At 2.9, unbid there now, then 3. 3.1. At 3.1, unbid there now, then at 3.1. At £3,100 unbid there now, then at 3.1. Looking for 2 quick anywhere, but at 3,001. At £3,100 unbid there now, looking for 2 if you're coming, but at 3.1, 3.2. At 3.2, unbid there now, then at 3.2. At 3,200, 3.3. At 3.3 unbid there now, then at 3,003. At 3.3 unbid there now, at 3.3. At £3,300 unbid for the Fizzy now, then at 3.3. At £3,300 unbid there now, it is going once. 3,004. 3.4, don't leave it to the last internet at 3.4. At 3.4 unbid there now, then at 3,004. At 3.4 unbid there now, then at £3,400 it is once. 3.4 it is there now, going twice. My gavel's up provisionally at 3,004. That's provisional with you, internet, at 3.4. Lot 432 now. We go on to this 1977 Yamaha FS1E. Vendor purchased back in 2022 as a recommissioning project. Resprayed to its original colour there with new decals. Also reports that the top end and the gearbox were refurb to 12-volt electric upgrades. So lots of expenditure there on this little Yamaha FS100. Where are we going to go with this one? 700. At 700, 750, 800. The hard work's been done. 900 now. At £900 unbid there now, then at 900. 950, 1,000. At £1,000 bid. At £1,000 unbid there now, then £1,000 it is. And 50. At 1,050 bid. 1,100. At £1,100 unbid there now, then 1,100 bid. At £1,100 unbid there now, looking 50 quick anywhere. 1,150. 12. At £1,200 you're buying it. At 1,200. At £1,200 unbid 1250. At 1250, 13. At £1,300 unbid there now. Then at 1300, looking 50 if you're coming, but at 13 bid. At £1,300 unbid there now. Then at £1,300 it is there now going once. £1,300 assured is there now going twice. 50. 14. At £1,400 unbid there now. 50. At 1450. 15. At £1,500 unbid there now, then at 1,500. At £1,500 unbid there now, then at 1,500. At 1,500, looking 50 if you're coming, but at 1,500, my bid's there, it is going once. £1,500 it is there now, going twice. My God, 50. At 1,550, press quickly, don't lose at 16. Thank you for your speedy response, internet at 1,600. At 1,600 unbid there now, then at 1,600, looking 50 quick anywhere, but at 1,600. At £1,600 unbid, my gavel's up, you're buying it, internet at £1,600 it is. Yours net at 1,600. Thank you, both bidders. Lot 433, there's 1976 Yamaha RD250. Finished in Kenny Roberts colours there. Our vendor reports that it was running 2 years ago, but now will require a little bit of recommissioning. And I'm straight in, 2-1. At 2-1 unbid here now, then at 2001. At 2-1 unbid there now, then at 2-1. At £2,100 unbid 2-2. 2-3. At 2-3 unbid there now, then at 2-3 bid. At £2,300 unbid there now, then at 2-3. Looking 4 quick anywhere, but at 2,003. At £2,300 unbid there now, then at £2,300. Surely we're not stopping there at 2-3. It is just provisional at 2,300. Is there going once? 2-3, you sure it is now going 4. 2-4. At 2-4 unbid there, 2-5. At 2-5 unbid there now, then at 2,005. At 2-5 unbid there now, it's online at 2-5. At £2,500. My gavel's up now at 2-5. You're buying it. 6. 2-6, 2-7. At 2-7 bid. At 2-7 unbid there now, then at 2-7. At 2-7, looking for 8 quick anywhere, but at 2,007. At £2,700 is with you, internet. My gavel's up at 2-7. It is going once, twice, out the door at 2,007. That's yours net at 2-7. 434 there is the Yamaha 1980 RD200. It's been off the road for many years. It is registered to the last owner since 1991. Where are we going to go with this one? £1,200 and you're buying it internet. At £1,200 unbid there now, then at 1,200. At £1,200 unbid there now, then at 1,200. Looking at 13 quick anywhere, but at 1,200. My maiden bid's here at 1,200. At £1,200 unbid there now, then at 1,200 it's with you, internet maiden bid. 1,300. At £1,300 unbid there now, then at 1,300. At £1,300 unbid there now, then at 1,300. Looking 14 if you're coming, but at 1,300. 1,400. At £1,400 unbid there now, then at 1,400. At £1,400 unbid there now, then at 1,400. At £1,400 unbid here now, then at 1,400. Looking 15 quick anywhere, but at 1,500. At 1,500. At £1,500. They're all hiding you today. At £1,500 unbid there now, then at 1,500. At £1,500 unbid there now. On the front pew there at 1,500 is going once. £1,500 it is now going twice on sale. Out the door it goes now, then at 1,500. That's yours, 1,500. 22.75. Thank you. Lot 435 there is the 1983, the Yamaha RD125 LC. Nice original bike, this one. Part of a collection, this. Nice local collection. Where are we going to go with this? Good looking bike, this RD125 LC. It's here to sell and I'm straight in. 1,300, 1,400. At £1,400 unbid there now, then at 1,400. Looking 15 quick anywhere. 1,500, 1,600. Not you net, I'm 16 in the room. At 1,600 I'm bid. At 1,600, 1,700 online. 1,800. At £1,800 I'm bid there now, then at 1,800. At £1,800 I'm bid. At 1,800, 1,900. 2,000 bid. At £2,000 I'm bid there. At 2,000 bid. At 2,000, 2-1. At 2-1. At 2-1. At 2-1, I'm bid 2-2. At 2-2, the three of you got to get home on that, you know. At 2-2, at 2-2, 3 do you want? 2-3, at 2-3, at 2-3, I'm bid there now, then at 2-3. At 2-3, I'm bid there now, then at 2003. At 2-3, I'm bid 2-4. At 2-4, 2-5. At 2,005. At 2,500, you're sure? At 2,500 pound unbid there now, then at 2,500. At 2,500 pound at 2,500, you're sure? Don't have any regrets at 2,500. At 2,500 pound unbid there now, it is going once. 2,500, you're sure? It is now going twice. My gavel's up, it goes then at 2,500 for the last. 2,500, that's yours, sir. 2274, thank you. One of my favourite bikes in the sale, this one, the 1975 Kawasaki F9, the Bighorn 350. Had lots of work done on this bike, expenditure, really good looking bike, this one. I've got to go straight in at 1,900, which is no money for it at 1,900. At 1,900 pound, I'm bid there for the Bighorn now, then at 1,900. At 1,900, I'm looking for two quick anywhere, but at 1,900. At 1,900 pound, I'm bid there now, then at 1,900, looking for 2,000 quick anywhere, but it's at 1,900, 2,000. At 2,000 pound, I'm bid there now, then at 2,000 bid. At 2,000 pound, I'm bid there now at 2,000. At 2,000 pound, it's been rebuilt from the ground up. 2-1. At 2-1, I'm bid there now, then at 2-1. At 2-1, 2-2. At 2-2, well presented bike, this Bighorn there at 2-2. At 2,200 pound, I'm bid there now, then at 2-2. The hard work's been done for you, sir. At 2-2. At 2-2, I'm bid there now, then at 2-2. It's ready to ride and enjoy. At 2-2. At 2,200 pound, I'm bid there now, then at 2-2. At 2,200 pound, it is provisional going once. 2-2, it is now going twice. Provisional at 2002. That's provisional with you, Internet, at 2-2. Lot 437 is the 1962, the AJS 350, the Senator. Single cylinder, this one. Good looking bike. Where are we going to go with this? 700 pounds. I'm bid straight in online at 700. At 700 pound, I'm bid there now, then at 700. At 700 pound, I'm bid there now, then at 700. Looking for 50 quick anywhere, but at 700, my bid's here. 750, 800. At 800 pound, I'm bid there at 850, 900, 950, 1,050. At 1,050, at 1,050, 1,100, 1,150, at 1,150, I'm bid 1,200, at 1,200 pound, I'm bid there now, then at 1,200, at 1,250, 1,250 bid, 1,300, at 1,300 pound, I'm bid there now, then at 1,300, looking 50 quick anywhere, but at 1,350, 1,400, at 1,400, you're buying it, Internet, at 1,400, at 1,400 pound, I'm bid there now, looking 50, if you're coming, don't lose it for a 50, 1,450. 1,500. At 1,500, I'm bid there now, then at 1,500. At 1,500 pound, I'm bid there now, then at 1,500 pound, it is there now going once. 1,500 pound, you sure it is going twice. 50. 1,550, 16. At 1,600 now, then at 1,650 do I see, but at 1,600 my bid's here. At 1,600 pound, I'm bid there now, then at 1,600. At 1,600 pound, I'm bid there. My gavel's up, you'll lose it, Internet, for 50 pounds. At 1,600 pounds it is. That's yours at 1,600, thank you. Lot 438, it is showing there's 1969 Honda CB350. An early electric start example, this one imported from Japan back in 2018. It's here to sell, no reserve, and I'm in at 950. 1,000 bid, at £1,000 bid, 50, 1,100, 1,150, 1,200, 1,250. At 1,250, I'm bid back in the room now, then at 1,250 bid. At 1,250, I'm bid there now, then at 1,250 bid. At 1,250, it's on sale. At 1,250, it is there now going once. 1,250, you're sure it is there now, 13. At 1,300, 1,350, 1,400, 1,450, 1,500, 1,550. At 1,550, I'm bid there now, then at 1,550. At 1,550, I'm bid there, seated in the chair now, then at 1,550, it is going once, twice, out the door it goes at 1,550. That's yours at 1,550. 1,789, thank you. Lot 439 is a 1965, the BSA C15 there. Proved a popular learner bike, this one, back in the 1960s. It's had a previous restoration there a few years back. Stated as running and driving or riding very well. Where are we going to go with this? 1,500 bid. At 1,500 for the little BSA C15 at 1,500. At £1,500 unbid there now, then at 1,500. Always a pretty little bike, these at 1,500. At 1,500 unbid there now, then at 1,500. At £1,500 unbid there now, then at 1,500. 16 do I see, but at 1,500. At £1,500 unbid there now, then at 1,500. Looking for 16 quick anywhere, but at 1,500 my bid's here. At £1,500 unbid there now, then at £1,500 it is there now going once. £1,500, you sure it is now going twice. My gavel's up on a C15 then at 1,500 for the last. That does need to be a bit more. Come and have a look. That's a good.
Fabulous. Now we're halfway through the motorcycle sale, and the next three lots are British bikes, and all three of them are being entered no reserve. So they will be finding new owners in the next few minutes. It'd be great to see where they're going. I love this BSA M20, obviously military bike. Looks just, you just want to get involved and get that working again, which would be fantastic. We've also got a BSA A50, and we're told by our vendor that that does run and ride and looks just a nice little machine. I love the twin clocks on that. And then the AJS 350. So all these are coming through, these three bikes, no reserve. Let's see what they make.
Lot 440, thank you, Guy. Lot 440. This lovely little 1951 AJS 350 comes from a deceased estate, and we were told it will need a little bit of recommissioning. Registered back in 1951, 5 former keepers. It's here to sell, no reserve. Pretty little bikes, these AJSs. 1900. £1,900 unbid there now, then a 1,900 bid. At £1,900 unbid there now, then a 1,900. Looking for 2 quick anywhere, but at 1,900 2. At 2,000 unbid in the room now, then a 2,000 2-1. At 2-1 unbid there now, then a 2-1. At £2,100 unbid there now. It's online 2-2. At 2-2 back in the room now, then a 2-2 2-3. At 2,003 2-4. At 2-4 2-5. At 2,005 2-6. At 2-6 unbid 2-7. At £2,700 bid. At 2,700 I'm bid there now, then a 2,700. At £2,700 I'm bid here now, then a 2,700. At £2,700 he's on the telephone. 2,800. At £2,800 I'm bid. It's in the room now. Internet at 2,800. At 2,800 I'm bid there. It's in the room at 2,009. At 2,900. At 2,900 I'm bid there now, then a 2,930 is it? But at 2,009 I'm bid. At £2,900 I'm bid here now. 3,000. Thank you, Mark, at 3. At £3,000 I'm bid now, down the room at 3 bid. At £3,000 I'm bid there now, then at 3,000 it is there going once. £3,000 you sure it is there now going twice. Don't leave me on an even internet. At £3,000 it's on sale out the door at 3. That's yours at 3. Lot 441 is the 1970 BSA A50. Has recently been serviced and recommissioned there, and it told it starts and runs easily and rides well. Vendor acquired it a summer. Previous keepers for 13 years. Where are we going to go with this? It's no reserve. This one I'm straight in. 850. At 859, 950. At 950 I'm bid there now, then a 950 bid. At 950 I'm bid there now, then a 950, 1,050. At 1,050 bid. At 1,050 I'm bid there now, then 1,050, 1,100, 1,150. At 1,150 I'm bid there now, then 1,150. Looking for 1,200, 1,250. At 1,250 I'm bid there now, then at 1,250. At 1,250 looking for 13 quick anywhere, but at 1,250 bid. 1350. At 1,350 bid. At 1,350 I'm bid there now, then at 1,350, 1,450, £1,500 I'm bid. At £1,500 I'm bid there now, then at 1,500. At 1,500. At 1,500. At 1,500. 1450 it is then, at 1450, at 1450, internet at 1450 it is, at 1450, unbid there now, then at 1450, at 1450, unbid there now, the system's gone crazy up here at 1450, at 1450, unbid there now, then at 1450, 15 is it, puts at 15, 16, 1650, at 1650, at 1650, at 1650, it's with you internet, at 1650 bid, at 1650, unbid there now, then at 1650, looking for 17 if you're coming, but it's 1650 bid. That's 1650 unbid there now, then at 1650 it is there now going once. 1650 it is going twice, gavels up, you're buying it at 1650. That's yours, internet, at 1650. One of the earliest bikes we've got in, this lovely little BSA 1946 M20. Little 500cc there. According to the handwritten purchase invoice, it was restored back in 1985-86. Last keeper since 2019. As its present V5C, showing just 2 former keepers there. Good looking bike, this one. It's here to sell, no reserve, and I'm straight in at 2-1. At £2,100 unbid there now, then a 2-1. At 2-1 unbid there now, then a 2001. 2-2, 2-3, at 2-3, 2-4, at 2-4, at £2,400 unbid. At 2-4 unbid there now, 2-5. At 2005, 2-6. At 2-6 unbid there now, then a 2006. At 2-6 unbid back of the room now, then at 2006, 2-7. At 2-7 unbid there now, 2-8. At £2,800 unbid there now, then at 2-8. At £2,800 standing back of the room at 2008, 2-9. At 2-9, 3,000. At £3,000 unbid there now, then at 3,000. Looking for one if you're coming, but at 3,000. My bid's back of the hall now, then at 3,000. At £3,000 unbid there now, it is going once. 1, 3-2. At 3-2, at 3-2, 3-3, at 3-3, come on internet, that's more like it, at 3-3, 3-4, back of the room, at 3-4, at £3,400 it is, at 3-4 unbid, don't leave it till the last minute internet, it's 3-5, at 3-5, 3-6 here, at 3-6, thank you anyway, at 3-6, at 3,600, shaking the head in the room, it's just us now, internet, press if you want it, don't lose it, at 3,006, 3-7, at 3-7 unbid now online at 3,007. At 3-7 unbid here now, then at 3,700 is there now going once. 3-7 it is there now going twice. It's on sale out the door. Don't lose it for £100 internet at 3,007.8. 3-8. At 3-8. At 3-8 unbid there now, then at 3,008. My gavel's up. You'll lose it internet at £3,800 it is now for the last. That's yours at 3-8 internet. Lot 443 there, the 1962, the AJS 650 Model 31 Cafe Racer. Extensive work and restoration for a number of years. Purchased by our vendor from us back in 2023. It's got a good history file there containing many notes on the rebuild, etc. 2-1 unbid for the Cafe Racer there at 2-1. At 2-1 unbid there now, then at 2001. At 2-1 unbid there now, looking for 2 quick anywhere, but at 2001. At 2-1 unbid there now, then at 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, 2-4. At 2-4, 2-5. At 2-5, 2-6. At 2-7, 2-8. At 2-9, at 2-9, at 2009 unbid, at 2-9, surely don't leave me there at 2-9, at 2,900, it's still provisional at 2-9, at 2,900 it's with you sir now, then at 2-9 it is there now going once, 2,900 is going twice, it is provisional at 2009, that's provisional with you sir at 2-9. 2272, thank you, we'll see what we can do. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I shall hand you over to Carl, who'll continue on with the motorbikes.
Thank you very much, David. We continue on with lot number 444, the Triumph Speed Twin 350, 1981. It's got a multiple receipts with the vehicle, totaling £4,500. Had an engine from a Wellington Bomber Triumph ACU. Have a look with me. Where do you want to be on the Triumph Speed Twin? Nice looking bike. You tell me I'm in £1,800 on the internet. At £1,800. At 18. At £1,800. At 18 a bid. You done 19 a bid. At 19. At 19, £2,000. At £2,000 a bid. At £2,000 and it sells away provisionally. at £2,000. At £2,000 a bid. A lot of bike for the money at £2,000. At £2,000 a bid. At £2,000. Are you all done? At 2,000. At 2,000. One at the back. At 21. At 21 at 22. At 22. At 22, 3 to bid. At 2-3 at the back, 24. At 24 online. At 24. At 24 and bid. At 24, I'll take 5 if you like. At 24 online here at 24. 25. At 2,005 to bid. 26. At £2,600. At 26, do you want 7? 27. At 27 to bid. 28. At £2,800. Shakes his head. It's the wrong way though. At 28. At 28. Do you want one more? You might buy it. One more. At 28. You'll go home regretting it. At 28. At 2008. One more. At 28. Yes, no? At 28. At 28. You'll regret it tomorrow morning. At 28. At 28. You won't find another one at £2,800. I'm going to submit the bid. We're very close to selling it at 28. It goes away at £2,800. 29 online. At 20, I've got 29 online now. Do you want 3,000? 3,000 in the room. At online at 3,000. At £3,000. At £3,000. You're out of the back at £3,000. At 3,000. The bid's online and I sell it at £3,000. At 3,000. It goes away at 3,000. You're out of the back at 3,000. Goes away 1. At 3,1. At 3,1 and bid. 3,2. At 3,2 and bid. At 3,2 and it goes at 3,2. At 3,2 to bid. At 3,2. At 3,2 and it sells away. Give you plenty of time. At 3,2 all done all sure. At 3,2 3. At 3,3. At 3,3 I'll give you plenty of time. At 3,4. At 3,4 the bid. At 3,4 and it sells away at 3,4. At 3,4 goes away at 3,4. You're done. All done. At 3,4 and I sell it for the first second. Third and last. 3,4. Uh, 445 is the Norton 650 SS. Cafe Racer lookalike. 1965. Have a look, Bim. It's had a total rebuild. Check all the paper. It's got all the description on there. Have a look round it. It's had restoration form with restoration in the early 2000s. Had a restoration. It's got the original buffalo book as well. We've been at £1,600. At 16. At 16 of it. At £1,600. At 16. At 16 you get done the finishing at 16. At £1,600. At 16. Cheap little bike that at 16. 17. 18. At 18 and bit. At 18 on the left at 18. You're out on the wall. At 18. 19. At 19 and bit. At 19. £2,000. At £2,000 a bit. At £2,000. At £2,000. 21. At 21 the bit. At 21 you get done. At 21. At £2,100. In front at 21, at 2001. But a lot of bike for £2,100 at 21. Goes provisionally 22 at the back. At 22. At 22 to bit. At 22. 3. At 23. 4. At 24. At 24. One more and I sell it. At 24. At 24. 5. At 25. It's on sale. At 25. 6. At 26 a bit. 7. At 27. At 27 a bit. Yes. At 27. 8. At 28. At 28 the bit. At 28 and it goes at 28. The back of the room at 28. At 28 and I sell it. All done all short at 28. Sells away at 28. You're out in the front. You're out on the left. At 28. Sells away then for the first second. 9. At 2.9. At 2.9 the bid. At 2.9. At 2.9 for Liddy give me 3 anyway then at 2.9. Sells away at 2.9 for the first second. You're out the back. Third and last. C 2.9. Lot 446, the Norton Model 50. It's 1960. All the paperwork set out on the side there for you. There's all descriptions on there. Have a look around at you, tell me. It's owned by the vendor since 2021. Have a look around. It's got all the information set out there. Charming motorcycle. Bid me on it. Where do you want to be? You tell me. Bid me 21 at 2-1. At 2-1 the bid. At 2-1. At 2-1 the bid. At 2-1. At 2-1 then you're done the finishing at 21. 2-2. At 2-2 the bid. At 2-2. At 2-2 then you're done the finishing at 22. At £2,200. 23. At 2-3 the bid. At 23 then you get done. At 23 for the bid. At 2-4. At 2-4 and it goes away then at 24. At £2,400. At 24 the bid. At 24 you're all done all short at 24. All done? At 24. At 24 you're done and finished at 24. At 24 5. At 25 6 and bid. At 2-6. At 2-6 the bid. At 2-6 and it goes away at 2-6. At 2-6 you're out net at 2-6. At 2-6 the bid. At 2-6 it goes away at 2-6. 7. At 27 on bid. At 27 we've got a way away but we're going to see if we can get you together. See if we can get you talking. At 27. At 27 the bid's with me on the net and I'm going to submit it. At £2,700 it goes away for a long try. At 27 you're done. At 27 for the first second. Third and last. Way away but we'll try for you, Mr. Owner. 447. 447 is the James. It's 1937, this one. 1937. It's a lovely old thing, doesn't it? Have a look around it. You tell me. The James, all the descriptions set out on the bike. I'm sure you've all read the information about it. Have a look, Bid Meat. Where do you want to be? Bid Meat. Internet straight in at £1,700. At £1,700. At 17 a bit. At £1,700. At £1,700 on the internet. At 17. Looks a nice tool that for £1,700. At £1,700. At 17 a bit. At 17. It's in the market and selling. At 17. 18. At £1,800. At £1,800. At 18. Then you get done and finished at £1,800. At 18 in front. At 18. I sell it at £1,800. At £1,800 it sells or goes. Are you done and finished? At 18 for the first, second, third and last. Number please. 448 is the Honda CX50, the CX500, I beg your pardon, CX500, 1981. It's got original unmodified CX500, new battery front, brakes overhauled, running perfectly well, keeps good temperature, tax and MOT, or the MOT is exempt I believe, 1981 would be. Have a look, bid me, where do you want to be? Okay, the owners come around and said that we just take the reserve off. He wants it sold. He says it's a very good bike. Have a look, bid me. Where do you want to be? Starts on the button, rides and goes as it should, he tells me. Very good bike, he says. Have a look, bid me. Internet bid of £1,100. At £1,100. No reserve. He took the reserve off it and wants us to sell it. £1,100. £1,300. At £1,300 on the net. At 13. At 13, 14, 15 on the net. At £1,500. At 15 a bit. At £1,500 then it sells away. Then at 15. At 15. Wave if I don't see you at 15. At £1,500. At 15 it goes. At 15. At 15 I sell it. Oh, goes away at £1,500. At 15 you're done. All sure sells away. You're out and done. At 15 I sell it for the first, second, third and last at 15. $449 is the BMW, the GT 1200 SE, the Tourer. Have a look with me. Where do you want to be? It's got working ABS, electric suspension adjustment. Got the xenon lights and everything else with it, onboard computer. Have a look, Bimmy. It's got some service history and 2 sets of keys, an alarm and a fobs. Have a look, Bimmy. You tell me, where do you want to be? Doesn't look dear, this one. You tell me. Bid me on it. 500, at 500, at 5 a bid. That's a cheap old BMW in it, at 500, at 5 a bid, at £500. Cheap, 6, at 6 and bid, £700, at 7 and bid, at 7, 8 and bid, at £800, at £800 a bid, at £800 then it goes away, provisionally 9 on the net, at £900, at £900 fill in and give me £1,000 a bid, at £1,000, at £1,000 a bid, at £1,000, at £1,000 then it goes, you're done at £1,000. Cheap bike, 11, 12 on the net, at 1200, 13 on the rail, at £1,300, at 13 on the rail, 14, 15 on the net, at 15 on the net, you're both out in the room at 15, yes? At 15, yes, 16, at £1,600, at 16 I'm selling it, at £1,600, at 16 I sell it, at 16, you're out on the net, you're out on the wall, at 16, bids at the back of the room, I sell it at 16, all done, all sure, for the first, second, third and last at 16, number please. Number please. Yeah. Have you got a buyer number please? 450, the BMW, the R66, 1975, got a current V5 showing just 4 former keepers. It's from a deceased estate, 5-speed gearbox. Have a look with me. Where do you want to be? On the BMW R60/6. R66. With me, where do you want to be? And I'm straight in at £1,000. There's no reserve here to be sold at £1,000. At £1,000 a bid. At £1,011 on bid. At £1,100. At 11 on bid. At £1,100 then I said at 11, 12 on bid. At £1,200. At 12 a bid, at £1,200 then it sells away, 13 a bid, at £1,300. Wave if I don't see you, at £1,300. 14 on the net, at £1,400. 15, at £1,500. At 15 in the room, at 15, at £1,500. 16 on the net, 17, at £1,700. At 17 then it sells away at 17. At 17 inside, at 17 it sells. Are you done? At £1,700 sells away at 17, 18, at £1,800. At 18 a bid, at 18. Yes, no? At 18. At 18 shakes his head, 19. At £1,900 on the net, at 19. At 19 a bid, at 19. At 19, fill in and give me £2,000 anyway at 19. At £1,900 then I sell it and get under at 19 for the first, second, third and last. 19. 451. The Honda NT700, NT 7 or 800, I can't make that out. 700. 2009, V5 and previous MOTs. Have a look with me. It's Honda Bill in the pannier, built in the panniers. It's got built-in panniers, sorry. Top box included. Have a look with me. You tell me where do you want to be. And with me. Where do you want to be? Straight in at... yeah. I've got £200 in the room. I take 50 at £200, at £200, at £200 a bid, at £200, at £200, at £200, at 2-3 to bid on the net at £300, at 3 I take 50 if you come in at 350, at 350 bid, at 350 I sell it at 350, at 350 bid. What's wrong with this for 350? Are we all awake? £350. You seen what you're buying at 350? At 350, got to be the cheapest bike here, isn't it? At 350, has been a Cat D, don't forget. At 350, 450, 450, at 450 bid, at 450, at 450 bid, at 450, it goes away then at 450, at 455 a bid, at 500, at 5 a bid, at £500. Cheap bike, 50, at 550, at 550 bid, at 550 and I sell it at 550, at 550 it goes away then at 550 you're done, at 550 is a 6 anywhere, at 550, at 550 sells then for 550 for the first, second, third and last at 550, cheap bike. 452, the Kawasaki GT550 G4. It's a 1980, ridden to the south, got the V5s and a few MOTs. Where do you want to be? Built and stored a couple of years ago. Been brought back to life recently. It's a lovely runner, he tells me. Full MOT and great original colour. Have a look, you tell me where you want to be. It's had a new clutch fitted last month, a new battery, some tyres, MOT. It's all there ready for you to go. Have a look with me. Where do you want to be? It was a Cat C in 2008. You tell me, Cat C on the register in 2008. Bid me. Put me in. Where do you want to be? £500. At £500 on the net. At 5. At 5 a bid. At £500. At 5 a bid. You done the minute at 5. Take 6 anywhere. Then at £500. At 5 a bid. At £500. Is there 6 anywhere? At £500. At 5 a bid. At £500. Then you done. At 500. At 5 a bid. At 500. All done. All sure. 6 at the back, thank you. At £600, at £600 a bid, at £600, at £600 it goes away and I sell it at £600, at £600 a bid. At £600, at £600 it goes away and I sell it at £600. Take 50 if you come in at £600, 50 at 650, at 650 sells away 7 at 7 at the back, at £700, at 700, at £700 then it goes away and I sell it at £700. All done, all sure for the first, second, third and last. 700. 454 was the Yamaha, the RD400C, 1976. Got receipts for the registration, fully rebuilt in 2016 to 2018. Many new parts, matching numbers, frame and engine, original dealer's number plate. Have a look, mate. Where do you want to be on this one? Looks a nice bike. The Yamaha RD400. Yamaha RD400, 454 you're buying. I beg your pardon? Right, let's start again. Rewind. 453 the lot number, not 454. That's the next one. It's a Honda, the CB F1000 GT, 2010. No MOT, 12,000 miles on that. It's a rare GT model. The owner tells me with full lower fairing, panniers and top box. Last owner 15 years. All the handbooks come with it. Bid me on it. Where do you want to be? You tell me. Bid me on it. And we're straight in at £1,900 on the net. Nice looking bike. This is £1,900. No reserve. At £1,900. At 19 and bid. At £1,900. £2,000. At £2,000 a bid. At £2,000. At £2,000. Then you done the finish at £2,000. At £2,000 a bid. 21. At 2001 the bid. At 21. At 2001 then you done. At 2001. At £2,100. At 21 then I sell it. At 2001. At 21 the bid. At 21. Nice looking bike that at 21. At 21. 2-3 at 2-3 on the line at 2-3 at 2-3 to bid online at 2-3 at 2-3 and it sells at 2-3 at 2-3 2-4 at 2-4 to bid at 2-4 5 at 2-5 at 2-5 to bid 2-6 at 2-6 to bid at 2-6 it goes to a battle on the net at 2-6 at 2-6 is a 7 anywhere than at 2-6 at 2-6 it sells no reserve here to be sold 12,000 miles from new 2-7 at 2-7 to bid at 2-7 at 2-7 to bid at 2-7 at 2-7 I had a look round this and it's a super looking clean bike as well at £2,700 at 27 a bid at 2.7 I sell it at 2.7 at 2.7 it sells you done at 2.7 it sells away at 2.7 for the 8 at 2.8 at 2.8 the bid at 2008 at £2,800 at 28 the bid at 2008 and I sell it at 2.8 at 2.8 and it goes away at 2.8 sells away at 2.8 you done on the net at 2.8 I sell it for the first, second, third and last at 28. Uh, 454, the Yamaha RD400, the one I did read out, the 76, we'll do it again properly now. Full restoration, 2016 to 18, all matching numbers, original dealer's number plates as well. Have a look with me, you tell me on this one. the Yamaha RD 400C. You tell me, where do you want to be? Put me in. 35, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 39, £4,000, at £4,000, 41, at 41 a bit, at 41, 42, at 42 to bit, at 42, at 42 to bit, at 42, and it goes away then at 42, at 42 to bit, at 42 for the RD 400 at 42, at 42 to bit, at 42, and it goes away at 42. You all done? At 42, at 42 to bit, at 42. Popular bike these at 4.2, at 4.2, at 4.2, at 4.2, and it goes away. Then you've done the finishing at 4.2. We're a long way away, but we'll try. At £4,200 goes provisionally for the first, second, third, and last at 42. Yeah. 455. 455. The Yamaha, the FSS 600, 1999. Motorbike has been garaged and dealer maintained. It's never been dropped. Make your own mind up on that. We can't guarantee that. Have a look with me. Where do you want to be? 100% reliable. He does tell me that. In his ownership, obviously. Be me on it. Where do you want to be on this one? The Yamaha FZS 600. Looks a nice bike. You tell me. I'm straight in at 6 on the net. At £600. At 6 and bid. At £600. You've done the finish at £600. At 6 and bid. At £600. Wave if I don't see you at 6. At £600. Cheap bike. At £600. At £600. What's wrong with that? At £600. At £600 a bid. At £600. We're going to submit the maiden bid at £600. At £600. That is a cheap bike at £600. At £600. He says it's never been dropped, dead reliable, goes well at £600. Jump on it and ride it home at £600. At £600 a bid. At £600. You all done all sure at £600. Cheap bike at £600. 50 at 650. At 650 bid. At 650. At 650. 700 bid. At £700. At 700 bid. At £700. Then it goes for a hard try at £700. At 700 bid. At £700. It goes away at 7. Cheap bike at 7. At 7 I submit the bid. At £700. See if we can get you together at £700 for the first, second. Wave if I don't see you for the third and last. Provisional. Four, 5, 6 is the Yamaha RD125 LS, 1982. Manufactured 82s, registered in the UK 2007, imported in 2007. Have a look, Bimmy, where do you want to be? It's import paperwork's all done, MOTs, Haynes manual, parts catalogue. Have a look, Bimmy, fitted with the 185 barrel and piston. Bimmy, where do you want to be? 1982 RD125. Recent engine requires running in. The engine has been 200 miles, the engine's done, so it does require running in. So if you buy it, please don't go up the road full throttle. Give it a little bit of time to bed in. Have a look, bid me. Where do you want to be? It's here to be sold, the RD125 LS. And I've got internet bid at £1,100. At 11 on bid. At £1,100. 12 on bid. At £1,200. At 12 on bid. I'm taking 13. At 13. At £1,300. In the room at 13. I'm taking hundreds, not 50s. At £1,300 in the room. 15. At 15. 16. At 16. 17. At 17. 18. At 18. At £1,800. At 18. 19. At 19 on bid. At 19. In the room at 19. At 19 on bid. At 19. At £1,900 in the room. It sells away. At 19. At 19 I sell it. 2,000. 21. At 21 on bid. At 21. 22 on the computer. At 22 with me. At 22. 23. At 23. At 23 in the room. At 23. You're both out on the right. At 2-3 in the room. At 23. At 23 sells here. At 23. You're both out on the left. On the right. Sorry. At 23. At 23 I sell it. You're done and finished at 2-3. All done, all short for the first, second, third and last at 23. Number, please. Four, 5, 7. The Royal Enfield. The Royal Enfield, the Himalayan, 2024 registered, October 27 MOT. Two former keepers. Or the first MOT is due October 27, I beg your pardon. First MOT is due October 27. It's an October 24 registered bike. Two former keepers, pre-registered by Davy Brothers Motorcycles of Ipswich. We'll be on it. Extras include hand guards, engine guards, rear master cylinder guard, and an oil cooler guard. Not been used much since 26. Have a look, Bimmy. It's been garaged. It's ridden 60 miles to the south. Ridden 60 miles to the south. Bimmy on it. Where do you want to be? I got 23 on the internet. At 2-3. At 2-3 to bid. At 2-3. At 2-3 to bid. At 2-3. At 2-3. You've done a finishing at 2-3. At 2-3. Wave if I don't see you at 23. At 23 to bid. At 2-3. At 2-3 it goes provisionally at 23. At 23 on the maiden bid. At 2-3. At 2-3 you're done and finished at 2-3. At 2-3 is at 24 anywhere. Maiden bid at 2-3 goes away then for the first. At 23 are you done for the second, third and last. Provisional 2-3. 458. 458, the Yamaha FS1E, the LS. Have a look, bid me. Where do you want to be on this? The LS. I've got internet bid straight in at £3,000, and I've got commission bids with me at 32, at 32, at 32 for the bid, at 34, at 34 the bid, at 34, 6 and bid, 38, at 38, 4,000, 42 with me, at 42, at 42 with me, at 42, at 42 the bid, at 42 with commission bid with me, at 42, at 42, it sells at 42, at 42 the bid, at 42, bid me, at 42, take 3 if you like, at 42, at 42, 3, at 43, 44 with me, at 44, at 44, 55, 46 with me, at 46, shakes his head, at 46, at 46 it sells with me, at 46, at 46 sells away, at 46 you're done, at 46 goes away and I sell it for the first second, 47 online, at 47, at 47 and bid, at 47, 50, at 4750, at 4750. I don't like doing it, but that's what I got to do. At 4750, at 4750 bid, at 4750 and it sells with me at 4750, at 4750 and I sell it online. Sorry, it's commission bid 48, at 48 the bid, at 4008, at 4008 in the room now at 48, at 48 and I sell it. You're done at 48 for the first, second, third and last at 48. What was the buyer number, please? Thank you. 459, the Triumph Trident, 1996. Have a look, bid me. Says good engine and gearbox, clutch, tyres, brakes, electricity, all okay. Ridden to the auction, 6 gears, serviced by the owner. Ridden to the auction. Have a look, bid me. Where do you want to be? You tell me. Straight in at £900. Jeep Triumph Trident. At £900, at £900, at £900. I remember when these first come out, about 1970, and they sounded like a, oh, lovely, 3-cylinder, beautiful. At the £900, £1,000 a bit, at £1,000, that's enough of me dreaming, at £1,000, at £1,000 a bit, at £1,000, at £1,000, online with me at £1,000. A lot of bike there for £1,000. Triumph Trident, 11 and bit, at £1,100, at 11 and bit, at £1,100, then it goes away at £1,100, at £1,100 a bit, at £1,100, then you're done, at £1,100, at £1,100, I sell it at the back of the room, at £1,100, 12, at £1,200, at 12 and bid, at £1,200 it sells away on the net, at £1,200, at 12 and bid, at £1,200 you're out of the back, at 1,200, at 1,200, yes, no, at 1,200, sells away, shakes his head, at 1,200 I sell it for the first, second, third and last time, at 1,200. £460 is the 460 is the Honda, the CB750, 1978. Have a look around it, bid me. You tell me where you want to be. Straight in the internet, £900, no reserve, at £900, at 9 a bit, at £900, at £900 for the Honda CB750. Looks cheap, 1,011 online. I got 11, 12, 13 online, at 13, 14, at 14, 15 online, at £1,500. At 15 online, at 15, at £1,500, 16, at 16 a bit, 17, at 17 online, at 17 and I sell it at 17, at 17 online and sells at 17, 18, at £1,800, at 18 a bit, at £1,800 then it sells away at 18, at £1,800 I sell it, you're done, at £1,800 sells away for the first, second, third and last at 18, 19, at 19 a bit, at 19, just in time at 19, at 19, at 19. I'll take one more, don't lose it now. You've been all the way at 19, at 19. You want one more, yes, no, at £1,900. Yes, no, for the first, second, third and last at 19. Internet 19. 461 is the Artisan, the ESI, the Pro Electric, 2022. It's got ultra modern, zero emissions, battery charged by a 3-pin wall plug. Top speed 60 miles an hour, fully compliant with the UK CBT licensing requirements. So you can ride it on the road, 100% electric, charger in the office. Charger in the office, that does look a tool, doesn't it? That does look lovely. Wouldn't want to go on that myself. Bid me on the internet at £800, at £800, at £800, at 8 a bid, 9, at 9 a bid, taking hundreds, at 9 a bid, at £900, take 1,000 anywhere at £900, at 9 a bid, at £900, in the room at 900, at 9 a bid, at £900, then it goes away at 900, at £900, at 900, it's 1,000 anywhere, at 900, goes away provisionally at 900, at 900 is 1,000 anywhere, goes away provisional, we're nearly there, at £900 goes provisionally for the first, second, third and last at 900. The number, please, provisional. We submit that to the owner, but I think you should come at that number over there. Number 2291. Thank you. 462. The Honda, the CB 250 RS, 1981. 1981. It is a barn. Well, apparently it's a barn fly. Up to running, it's these Yes. It's all okay on there. Front brakes not working, it tells me, but it's pretty much there. 1981 Honda CB250. You tell me where you want to be. It is here to be sold, no reserve. You tell me where you want to be. I've got a commission bid on it. I've got £300 on the net. I've got £500 with me. At £500 with me. You're done and finished at £500. At £500. At £500. Then you're done and finished at £500. At 5 a bid, 50. 6 on bid. With me at 650. At 650. At 650. You're done at 650. 7. At 7 on bid. 850 with me on the net at 850. At 850 on commission bid at 850. At 850 it goes away and I sell it. At 850 with me. At 850. Take 9 if you like. At 850. Sells away at 850. You're done at 850 for the first, second, third and last. 850, thank you. 463. The BSA Bantam, the E5. 2026 registered. 2026 registered. One registered owner. Low mileage. Still being running. Still being running. April 26 motorbike. Lovely looking bike that is as well. Still being running, the Bantam E5. That's a 350cc. 350cc, looks a lovely tool. April 26, 4 months old. Yes. Have a look, bid mate. Still being running, so be careful with it. Bid mate, where do you want to be? £2,000, thank you. Straight in on the net at £2,000. 21, 22, at 22 to bid. 23, at 2003, at 23 to bid. At 23, at 23, and it goes away then at 23, at 23 to bid. At 2003, at 2003 for the bid. At 24, 25, at 25, 26 at the back. At 26, at 26. See if we can get you both together. See if we can get you talking. At £2,600. At 26 to bid. At 26, at 26, and it goes away at the back of the room. At 26, at 2006, at £2,600. We're going to submit it. See if we can get you together. At 26, 27. I've got 27 in the room. You're out on the net at 27. At 27's in the room. At 27. At 27. At 27 I'm going to sell it. At 27. At 27's in the market. You're buying it now. It's not a fairy tale. You're buying it at 27. At 27 you're out on the back. At 27. Do you want 50? At 27. Take 50 to help you. At 27 it sells away for the first, second. Take 50 anywhere for the third and last. Number please. 464 is the Kawasaki, the Z250B. Z250B, it is V5 and MOT, it's got manuals, one invoice, it's got original manuals with it, vendor owned since 2024. Have a look with me, where do you want to be? July 27, the MOT. And it's a 1982, July 27, the MOT. Bid me on it, £600 straight in on the net, at £600, at £600, at £600 a bid, at £600, 7 on bid, at £700, in the room at £700, at 7 on bid, at £700, then it goes away, good MOT, at £700, at 7 on bid, at £700, then it goes away provisionally, at 7, at £700, in the room at 7, at £700, are you done? At £700, at 7, 8, at £800, at £800 a bid, at £800, you want one more? At £800, at 8, 9 a bid, at 900, I'll take you 50 this time, at 900, I'll take it this time if you want it, at 900, at £900, at 900, yes, at 900, you're going to lose it for a 50, at 900, at 900, it's not even the price of a hand roll and a cup of tea, at 900, at 900, you want 50, yes, no, I'm going to submit it at 900 for the first, second, third and last at 900, number, provisional, 2257 is that? 2257. 465, nice looking bike. 465, the Suzuki GS 750. It is a 1977. It has been a Cat C in 2012. Have a look with me. It's got the logbook. I've got some paperwork with it. It's all set out on the windscreen on the bike there if you want to go and have a read. It's got new headlights, tail lights, new speedo, electrics rewired, etc, etc. It's all set out on the bike there for you though. Have a look with me. Where do you want to be? I've got I need, is there £500 there? I can't take £75 into it. I'll take £200 to start it anywhere. 225, 225, thank you. At 225, 3 1/4, at 325, at 325 a bit, at 325, 425, at 425, 475, at 475. Don't we get these odd numbers from? At 475, 5 1/4, at 525, at 525 a bit, at 525, at 525 a bit, at 525, at 525, and it goes away at 525, at 525 you're done. 550, 75, at 575, in the room at 575, at 575, 6 online, at £600, at £600 50, that's better, at 657, that's better, at 700, at 750, at 750, at 750 bid, at 750, at 750, and I sell it on the net at 750, at 750 sells away at 750, then you get on, at 750, 8 and bid, at 800, at 850, at 850, at 850, looks a lovely thing for 850, at 850, at 850, and it sells at 850, you're done at 850, for the first second, 9 a bid, at 900, at £900 a bid, at 900 sells away 50, at 950, at 950 bid, fill it and give me 1,000, at 950, at 950 bid, at 950 fill it and give me one anywhere at 1,000, all done all sure, he's selling at 950 for the first second, third and last, 950. 466 is the Kawasaki KE100, 1991. Have a look round that and bid me. You tell me it comes with a cherished number valued at £600 apparently. Only 619 miles from new apparently, unrestored, original bike, rides and runs like new, V5 plus various bills and old MOTs. Bid me on that then. Apparently the number plate's got a value. I wouldn't say it's £600. That's for you to make your mind up. But it's got a number plate of interest. Bid me on it. 619 miles is saying. Looks a lovely thing. Bid me, you tell me. £1,500 at £1,500 at 15 a bit at 15, 16 at 16, 17 a bit at 17, 18 at £1,800 at 18 a bit at £1,800 19 at £1,900 at 19 a bit £2,000 at £2,000 a bit. At £2,000, at £2,000, then he done a minute at £2,000. Long way away, but we'll have a go. At £2,000, at £2,000, I submit the bid. At £2,000, at £2,000, then he'll done all sure. Take one if you like. At £2,000 provisionally for the first second. Third and last at 2,000. Provisional 2,000. 467, the Norton, the star of the show undoubtedly, or star of the motorbike show for sure, if not the auction. The Norton is the JPS, it's the F1, the JPS F1. It's the twin rotary 600cc or the 590cc. It's a 1990 this bike. Have a look, bid me. It's got the logbook with it. 8,400 miles. It's got the got everything with it. It's one registered keeper from new. There's approximately 100 were made. 8,000 miles. It's the JPS livery on it. Where do you want to be? All original, he tells me. Got two rotary Wankel engines. Runs and goes very well, he tells me. Pin me on it. Lovely looking bike. That's a cracking looking bike. One of 100 made. One of 100 made. So you wouldn't find another one of them in a rush, I don't believe. You tell me where do you want to be? We're going to have to probably submit some bids, but I can see I've got 16.8 on the net. That was 16.8. 17. At 17. At 17,000 at 17. 2. 17.4 at 17.4 6 at 17.6 8 the bid 17.8 18 at 18 at 18 you done 2 at 18.2 4 at 18.4 at 18.4 6 at 18.6 18.8 19 at 19 2 at 19.2 at 19.2 4 the bid at 19.4 19.6 at 19.6 at 19.6 you done 19.8 at 19.8 £20,000 at £20,000 at £20,000 one of 100 at £20,000 at £20,000 done 8,000 miles 1990 find me another at £20,000 at £20,000 a bit at £20,000 it goes away at £20,000 at £20,000 you done at £20,000 at 20,000 goes away it's at its time at 20 all done all sure at £20,000 we'll see what we can do at 20 see what we can do P. Lot 409 sold at 950. Huh? Okay. 420 sold at 1300 and 443 at 3200. They're all sold, thank you. 468 the BMW, the R80, the 7 and sidecar. That's a lovely thing that, isn't it? 800cc, 1979. That's the way to go out. Bid me on it. It's an iconic classic BMW R80 with the sidecar. Incredible detailed owner's notes and diagrams of history, build and specification. That is a lovely bike. I love that. That's a beautiful bike. I could just see myself going down to Hunstanton with that. Lovely. Get your fish and chips. Away you go. 468. Bid me on the net straight away at £1,600. There is no reserve. No reserves here to be sold at £1,600. At £1,600. 17. At 17. 18. 19. £2,000. At 2,000. £2,000. At 2001. At 21. At 21. At 21. Are you done at 21? At 21. In the room at 21. 22. At 22. At 22 on the net at 22. Wave if I don't see you at 22. At 22. At 22. Are you bidding? 23, 23, 23 in the room at 23, 24, 24, 24, 24, 25, 25, 26, 2600 pound, 26, 26 and bid, 26, 26 the bid, 26, you want 7, 26, one more, 7, 27, 27, 28 on the net, 28, 28 on the net at 28, 28 it sells at 28, one more, 28, 9, 29, 29 the bid, 29, 29 filling to give me 3 anywhere than at 29, 29 the bid, 29 it sells away at 29, goes away at 293, at £3,000. I think you should have started at this, to be fair, at £3,000. A lovely looking outfit at £3,000. At £3,000, then I sell it at £3,000 on the net at £3,000. 1 at 31, at 31 on bid, at 31, at 31 are you done and finishing at 31, at 31 sells away, then at 31 all done all short, 31, 32, at 32, at 32, don't lose it now, at 32, at 32 the bid, at 32, 3 on bid, at 33, at 33 the bid, at 33 and it goes away at 34, at 34, at 34 the bid, one more, at 34 and I sell it 35, at 35 a bid, at 35 and it goes away at 35, at 35 it goes, I sell it at 35, at 35 you're done all short, 35, in the room at 35 and I sell it for the first second, third and last at 35, number please, thank you. 469 is the Yamaha, the R6, 2013. Have a look bid, mate. There's no V5 for it, and apparently it doesn't show on DVLA. What that means, I don't know. It's a track bike. Yeah, it's not registered. Sorry, it's unregistered. I just realised. Sorry, it's a track bike. It's unregistered, so obviously it doesn't show on DVLA. Looks a weapon in the Yamaha Works team colours, and they were made famous, I think, by Kenny Roberts in the 80s. I think they were made famous by Kenny Roberts when he rode the Works Yamaha, the American superstar of MotoGP world. That's when they were made famous, those colours, and that's the fantastic colours they are. Bid me on it, where do you want to be? The track bike. Bid me on it, has some great fun with that, couldn't you? Great fun with that. 2.4 I'm in, at 2004, at 2004, at 2.4, at 2.4 the bid, at 2.4, at 2.45 a bid, at 2.5, at 2.5 on the net, at 2.5, at 2.5 a bid, at 2.5, at 2.5 you done 6 and bid, at 2.6, at 2.6 the bid, at 2.6, at 2.6 the bid, at 2.6, at 2.6 and it goes away at 2.6, at 2.6 the bid, at 2.6, at 2.6, cheap track bike for £2,600, 27, that's a lot of fun for that for £2,700, at 27, at 2.7 on bid, at 2.7, at 2.7 the bid, at 2.7, at 2.7 the bid, at 2.7, at 2.7, at 2.7, at 2.7. We're a country mile away, but we'll have a go, see if we can get you together. We can try and talk some deal somewhere along the line at 2.7, at 2.7 goes away provisionally at 2.7, all done all sure, at 27 goes provisionally 28, thank you, at 28, at 2.8 the bid, at 2.8, at 2.8 the bid, at 2.8, at 2.8 you're done the finishing at 2.8, at 2.8 the bid, at 2.8 and I sell it provisionally, at 2.8 you're out, at 2.8, at 2.8 last bidder you're gone at 2.8, I'll take 9 anywhere, at 2.8, at 2.8 you're done at 2.8, 9, at 2.9 the bid, at 2.9, at 2.9 the bid, it's still provisionally, at 2.9, at 2.9 the bid, at 2.9, at 2.9 you're out last bidder at 2.9, at 2.9 filling and give me 3 anywhere at 2.9 goes provisionally, 3, at £3,000, at £3,000 the bid, again this should have started at this, at £3,000, at 3 the bid, at £3,000, great track bike that is in the great colours, Kenny Roberts Works colours at £3,000, at £3,000 the bid, at £3,000, at £3,000 and it goes away provisionally at £3,000 are you done for the first second, third and last at 3,000, provisional. 470, the Benelli, the 900 Tornado. Have a look around it, bid me. The 900cc, 2009, old MOTs, very clean original bike, he tells me. One for a bike collector, he says as well. Runs and drives well. Bid me on it, runs and drives well. You tell me, where do you want to be? Bid me, looks a nice thing. Benelli, that is a rare old thing as well, isn't it? That's a rare one. 3,000, thank you. At 3,000, at £3,000, at 3,000, at £3,000, 31, 31, 32, at 32, 3 to bid, at 33, at 33 to bid, 34, at 34 the bid, at 34, at 34. Nice Benelli for 34. At 35, at 35, 6 a bid, at 36 the bid, at 36 you've done a finishing at 36 the bid, at 36 and I submitted at 36, we're a long way away, 37, 38, at 38 the bid, at 38, 9, at 39 fill in and give me 4, at 38, at 39 I mean, sorry, at 39 fill in and give me 4 anywhere at 39, at 39 it sells away provisionally, at 39, going to go to provisional, at 39, are you done and finish at 39, 4-1, at 4-1 on line, at 41, at £4,100, at 41 I take 2 now. At 41. At 41 and bid. At 41. Is there 2 anywhere at 41? At 41 it goes away provisionally at 41. Take 2 if you like at £4,100 provisionally. At 41 are you done? At 41 for the first. Second, third and last at 4-1. Provisional 41. 471 is a Suzuki, the SV1000, 2004. 2004. It's a 1000cc. Have a look, Bim. It's the Crescent Rizzler colours, made famous. They used to race at Snetterton all the time, the Crescent Rizzler Suzuki. I remember going to those race days very fondly. The Crescent Suzuki livery, lovely livery. This is one of 10 Crescent Rizzler Suzukis, replicas. One for the services. Have a look, it's a bit of a collector's bike for sure. It's been in a local collection as well, but definitely is a collector's bike. Lovely looking thing. Got internet bid at 29, at 29, at 29 the bid, at 29, at 29 the bid, at 29 3,000, at £3,000, at £3,000 the bid 31, at 31 the bid, at 31, at 31 you done the finishing at 31, at 31 the bid, at 31 all done, at 31 the bid, at 31 online at 31, at 31 low start at 31, at 31 is there 2 anywhere at 3-1, at 3-1 then it goes away at 3-1, at 3-1 all done all short 3-1, at 3-1 and bid. At 3-1 goes away. At 3-1 all done all short. 3-2. At 3-2 the bid. At 3-2. At 3-3. At 3-3. At 3-3 the bid. At 3-3. At 3-3. Do you want one more? At 3-3. At 3-3. At 3-3 and it goes provisionally at 3-3. Do you want one more? Yes, no? At 3-3. At 3-3. Yes, no? At 3-3. Give you plenty of time. At 3-3. Provisional. At 3-3 it goes provisionally then for the first, second. Third and last at 33. Provisional 33. .472 to Suzuki GSX 750, 1989. Been part of a private collection. Have a look, bid mate. You tell me, where do you want to be? Bid me, £2,800. That's a lovely looking thing. The GSX 750 as well at £2,800. At 2008, at 28, at 28, at 28. Take 9 in the bed at 28. At 2008, at £2,800. At 28, cheap bike at 28, 29. At 29 online. At 29, at 29, 3,000. At 3,000, at £3,000. At £3,000. I'm going to sell it at £3,000. At £3,000 it sells at 3,000. At £3,000. At £3,000 then you get up. At 3,000. At £3,000 sells away at 3,000. At £3,000. At £3,000 then it goes at 3,000. All done all short at 3,000. Wave if I don't see you for the first, second. Third and last at 3,000. Excuse me, just getting a bit dry. 473, the Triumph Daytona, lovely, lovely things these are. 750, the Daytona, all in that colour, all going to be yellow. Unfortunately, my sister had one of these and she had an accident on it and broke her hip, but that's another story. 1991, they are a cracking, lovely bike. The Daytona 750. Bid me on it. Where do you want to? It's had a starter motor last year. It's had a clutch fitted, oil change and MOT. One of only 200 built of the 750. One of only 200 of the Daytona 750s built. Have a look with me. The Daytona, nice looking thing. Beautiful bike, in fact. Beautiful bike. 500 at 500. That's a cheap one at 500. One of 100 at £500. One of 200. Sorry. At £500. At £500. At 5 a bit. At £500. Then you done the finishing at £500. What's wrong with this? At £500, you're seeing what you're buying for £500. At £500, at 5 a bid, £600, at £600 a bid, 7 on bid, at £700, at 7 on bid, at £700, then it goes provisionally at £700, at 7 on bid, at £700. That's the steal of the show at £700. Bargain of the day at £700, at £700, at £700, 8 on bid, at £800. At £800, going to submit the bid at £800. At £800 online. At £800. At £800 then it goes away provisionally at £800. Online at £800, take 50 anywhere at £800. Sell it at £800. At £800 it sells. For a good try at 800. I take 50 now at 800. Bargain of the day at 800. At 800. You won't buy another one of these. One of 200 750 Daytonas ever made. And you got one of them here for £800. At 800. At £800. I take 50 anywhere at £800. Is at 50 you're done. £800 goes away at 800. Take 50 if you're coming or not. At 800 for the first, second, 50. I thought you was. At 850. At 850 bid. At 859 a bid. At 900. At 9 a bid. At 900. At £900 a bid. At 900. Take one more if you're coming at 900. bargain of the day at 900. At 900 sells away, then at 900 you're done. At £900 it sells away, you're done for the first second. Take 50 anywhere for the third and last. Goodbye that. Nice bike. 474, the Yamaha FS1E, 1993, UK registered in 2013, 93 manufactured, in storage for the last 10 years, imported from the Netherlands. Have a look with me, where do you want to be? £1,500. At £1,500, the YZ F750 at £1,500. At 15 the bid. At £1,500, then you're done the finishing at 15. At £1,500. At 15. At 15 you're done at 15. At £1,500. At 15. At £1,500. At 15 all done all short at 15. At £1,500. At 15 all done all short 15. 16. At £1,600. At 16 the bid. 17. At £1,700. At 17 the bid. At £1,700 it goes away. At 17. At 17. Wave if I don't see you at 17. At £1,900. At 19 on the line. At £1,900. At 19 on the net. At 19. At £1,900 it goes away provisionally. At 19. At £1,900 it goes provisionally. At 19. You all done all short. At £1,900 with me on the net. At 19 provisionally for the first. At 19, wave if I don't see you. For the second, £2,000. At £2,000 a bid. At £2,000. At £2,000 it's provisionally. At £2,000. At £2,000, 21. At 21 the bid. At 21. At 21 on bid. At 21 goes away provisionally at 2-1. At 2-1 are you done? Make no mistake, it goes provisionally at 21. I'll have to hurry at 21 for the first second. Third and last time at 2-1, provisionally at 21. Provisional. 475 is the Ducati 750, the Super Sport. It's 1991. Nice clean vehicle he sells me. Have a look with me. Where do you want to be? Everything's set out on the thing there. Needs a new battery apparently, but it does ride well. Needs a new battery, but it does ride well. Have a look with me on the Ducati 750 Super Sport. Lovely looking bike that is. Lovely looking bike. Bid me, £1,000. At £1,000 for the Ducati Super Sport. At £1,000. At £1,000 a bid. At £1,000. At £1,000 you're done a finish at £1,000. At £1,000 a bid. 11 on bid. At 11, 12 on bid. At £1,200. At 12 on bid. At £1,200. A cheap bike for £1,200. Look at that. At £1,200. 13. At 13 on bid. At £1,300. Impress the neighbours with that one. At £1,300. At £1,300 then it goes away provisionally. At £1,300. At 13. 14. 15. At £1,500. At 15 the bid. At £1,500 online at 15. At 1,500. At £1,500 then it goes away, then you're done at £1,500. All done all short for the first at £1,500. At 15 goes away for the second. Third and last, provisional. 476. Is the Honda, the NC30, the NC30 400. It's a 1995. Have a look with me. It's a nice VF4R, he tells me. Runs well. Needs a new battery as well. Bid me on it. Where do you want to be? You tell me. I've got a commission bid with me. Straight in at £2,000. I've got 22 online. 24 with me. At 2.4 with me. At 2.4. At 2.4 you're done at 2.4 with me. 2.5. 2.6 with me. At 2.6 with me. At 2.6 with me. 2.7. 2.7, 2.8 in money in the room at 2.8, at 2.8, 2.9, 3,000, at 3,000 in the room at 3,000, at 3,000, at 3,000 on the left at 3,000. I sell it at 3,000 for the first second. At 3.1, at 31, I've got room 31, 32, at 3.2, at 32, do you want 3? At 3.2, 3.3 online, 3.4, at 3.4 online, sorry, inside 3.5 online, 3.5 online. At 3.5 online, you've been all way. At 3.5, you want one more? At 3.5, 6. At 3.6 might be the one that wins it. At 36, at 36 it goes away at 36. Online, selling at 37. At 3.7 shakes his head. At 3.7, wave if I don't see anyone. At 37, I sell it. At 3.7 it sells away then for the first second. Third and last at 37, 8. At 38. At 38 the bid. At 38. At 38 you're done. At 38 in the room again at 38. At 38 sells away for the first second. 39. At 39 shakes his head for definite this time. That'll fall off next time. At 39. At 39 the bid. At 39 it sells away for 39 for the first second. Third and last. Online. 477 the Honda VFR. The Honda VFR. The 400. 1987. It's had a new chain and sprockets. Carbs have been cleaned. It's had new tyres recently. It's all set out on there for you to read. Have a look with me. Bid me, I think the fuel pump needs to be switched on. So you'd have to just ask one of the drivers, they'll show you. You have to switch the fuel pump on, which is located on the right side between the seat and the engine. You have to turn the fuel pump on. Bid me on it, we're in with the internet at £900. At £900. That's a VFR 400 at £900, 1100, 11 unbid, 1200, at 12 unbid, at £1,200, at 12 unbid, at £1,200, at 12 unbid, 1400, at 14 a bid, at £1,400. Look at nice, a nice bike, 15, at £1,500, at 15, at £1,500, at £1,500, then it goes away at 15, at £1,500, at 15 it goes away. Looks a nice bike for 15, that, at £1,500, at 15. I'll tell you what, I'm going to sell it to you, at £1,500, at 15, at £1,500. It goes away and I sell it at £1,500, at 15 it sells away, then he done and finished at 15. 16, at £1,600, at 16 the bid, at £1,600, then it goes away at 16, at 16 all done all sure at £1,600. You done away at £1,600 for the first second. Third and last at 16. Internet 16. 478 is the Marini. 478, the Marini 400. The Dart is a 1991, very rare, one of 50 apparently. Made for the UK, one of 50 made for the UK market. Have a look, Bimmy. Where do you want to be? You tell me. Rare thing. The Marini 400 Dart, 1991. Where do you want to be on this one? You tell me. 2.4. At 2.4. At 24, at £2,400, at 24 the bid, at 24, at £2,400, then he done the finish at 24, 2.5, at 2.5 the bid, at 2.5, 6 a bid, at 26, a rare bike at 26, the Marini at 26, at £2,600, at 2.6 the bid, at 2.67 a bid, 28, at 2.8, at 2.8, then he done the finish at 2.8, at 2.8 the bid, at 2.8 and it goes away, then at 28, at 2.8 it goes away, then he done at 2.8, all done all sure, at 28, no bidders, at 28 you're done, at 2008, it's got to be a bit more if you're interested, come and see us on the rostrum. 479 is the Kawasaki, the EX500, the 07. It's a 2000 model, 12 months MOT, new spark plugs. Have a look with me, runs and rides well, he tells me. New MOT and new spark plugs as well. Got internet at £500, at £500, at £500. Take 6 anywhere at £500, at £500, at 5 a bid, at £500 is there 6 anywhere, 6 and bid, at £600, 7 online, at £700, at 700, 8 online, at £800 online, at £800, at £800, at £800, at £800 it goes away at £800, at £800 it goes, you done, at 800. Do you want one more? At 800, at 800. Wave if I don't see you, at 800, at 800, yes, at 800. At 800, the bid's online at 800. Do you want 50? At 800, you're going to lose it for a £50 note. At 800, at 800, at 800, at 800 it goes away then at 800. You're going to lose it for a 50 at 800. Cheap bike at 800 goes away, all done at £800 provisionally at 850. I sell it at 850, at 850 online and I sell it at 850, at 850 bid, at 850, at 850 and it sells away at 850. All done all sure at 850 for the first second. Third and last at 850 online. 480, 480, the Suzuki, the RG400, the Walter Wolf, original Japanese registration document and paperworks. Have a look, where do you want to be? It's unregistered over here. The Walter Wolf special version, white seat. Bid me on it, where do you want to be? You tell me. New battery and fuel tank. Bid me. It's unregistered, you've got to get it registered. You tell me, I've got 37 online, at 37, at 37 unbid, at 37, at 37 unbid, at 37, at 37 you've done a finish at 37, at 378 the bid, at 38, at 38 the bid, at 38 you've done a finish at 38, at 38, at 38 online, at 38, 9, at 39 the bid, at 39, at 39 the bid, at 39, at 39 you've done a finish at 39, at 39 £4,000, at £4,000, at 4 the bid, at 4,000, at 4,000 it goes away provisionally at 4,000, at £4,000, at 4,000, we're a bit away but we'll have a go, get you together at 4,000, at £4,000, at £4,000 and you've done the finish at 4, 1, at 4, 1, 2, at 4, 2, at 4, 2 the bid, at 4, 2, at 4, 2, then you've done the finish at 4, 2, at 4, 2 and it goes away provisionally at 4, 2 provisionally for the first second, take 3 anywhere at 42 for the third and last, provisional 42. 481 is the Honda, the NS125R, it's a 1989. Got the V5 with it, have a look around it, bid me where do you want to be. Complete, tidy project, running, needs finishing for MOT and road use. Have a look, bid me, you tell me on the Honda NS125R. Put me in, bid me. £400, thank you. At 400, £600, thank you. At £600, at 600 bid. At £600, take 7 any better than £600. At £600 a bid. At £600, at £600, then it goes away at £600. 7 at 700 bid. At £700, at 700 bid. At £700, you all done? At £700, at 700 bid. At £700 goes provisionally. At £700, 8 the bid. At 800 goes away then at 9. At 9 a bid. At 9 fill in and give me £1,000 any better than 9. At 9 a bid. At 900 it sells away provisionally. At 900, at 900 goes away, you're done at 900. Is there 1,000 online at 900? Goes away provisionally at 900. I think it will come at this. We're only £100 away. Next bid buys it at 900. If there's £1,000 anywhere at 900, coming in I think at 900. At 900 sells then provisionally for the first, second, third and last at 900. Provisional. I think it'll come like 482 is the Ducati, the M8. This is a lovely bike. I had a look round. This is a stonking bike, this one. The Ducati M800. It's the dark 03, 2004. It's been in the vendor's collection since 2011. It's used sparingly, but MOT'd annually. Used sparingly, but MOT'd annually. A belter of a bike. It's been in a private collection since 2011. 15 years. Have a look, Bimmy. Where do you want to be? You tell me. Where do you want to be? I'm straight in on a commission bid at £3,000. At £3,000. Straight in on a commission bid at £3,000. At £3,000 a bid. At £3,000. At £3,000. At £3,000. Then you get under finition at £3,000. At £3,000 the bid. At £3,000. At £3,000 is in the market and selling at £3,000. At £3,000 a commission bid with me at £3,000. At £3,000 sells away. Then you get under finish at £3,000 on the maiden bid for the first, second, third and last at £3,000. Thank you. 483, the Yamaha, the YZR 50cc, 2022, V5, and all the letters with it. Very clean, he tells me. The YSR 50, where do you want to be? You tell me. Put me in. Oh, that's a nice little thing, isn't it? 21 on the line, at 21 online, at 21. Nice little bike at 21. 22, at 22 the bit, at 22, at 22 the bit, at 22, 3 the bit, at 23, at 23, 4 the bit, at 24, at 24 the bit, at 24 and it goes away at 24, at 24 the bit, at 24 is a 5 anywhere at 24, at 24 the bit, 25 online, at 25, at 25 the bit, at 25, at 25 and it goes away at 25, at 25, 6 a bit, at 26, at 26 the bit, at 26 and it goes at 26, at 26 you're done, at 26 goes provisionally at 26, you're out net, at 26, you're out last bidder anyway, at 26 you're done, at 26 goes provisionally, at 26 for the first, second, third and last. Quite a way away net, but we'll try for you. 484 is the Suzuki, the the 50cc, the RB, 1986. Got all the paper with it, very rare, it tells me it's very rare. Clean bike, have a look with me. Was in the Isle of Man Museum apparently. I don't know if we've got any proof of that or not, but anyway, that's what it is. Runs and drives well. Suzuki RB50. You tell me where do you want to be. Nice little bike. You tell me 26 online at 26, at £2,600, at 26 and bid 27, at 27 a bid, at 27, at 27 and bid, at 27, at 27 a bid, at 27 you done the finish at 27, at 2700, 28, at 28 the bid, at 28, at 28 and it goes away provisionally at 28, at 28 online at 28, at 28 and I sell it provisionally, at 2,800 it goes away, wave if I don't see you, at 28 provisionally for the 9, 3,000, at 3,000, at £3,000, 31, at 31 a bid, at 31, 32, at 32 the bid, 33, at 33, 34, at 34 one more and I sell it 35, at 35, 36, at 36, at 36 and I sell it 37, at 3700, 38, at 38 the bid, at 38 going away at 38, at 38 I sell it online at 38, at £3,800, at 3,800 sells away then you're done, at 38 for the first, second, third and last at 38 online. 485, the last one of the bikes is the Honda NSR 50 again, 50cc. Have a look, Bimmy. Not registered. Have a look, you tell me. Where do you want to be? Very clean. Very clean. It's the copy of the NSR 500. copy of the NSR 500, put me in, and I got 25 again. At 2.5, at 2.5 the bid, at 2.5, at 2.5 the bid, at 2.5, at 2.5 you're done the finishing at 2.5, at 2.5 the bid, at 2.5, 6, 7, at 2.7, at 2.7, 8, at 2.8, at 2.8, come on, you know it's going to make more, at 28, 9, at 2.9, 3, at 3,000, 31, at 31 on bid, at 31, at 31 it sells away provisionally at 31, at 31 goes away at 31, at 31 you're done at 31, at 31 you're out last bidder at 31, at 31 it goes provisionally, at 31 all done all sure, at 31 I submit the bid at 31 you're done for the first second, take 2 if you like, for the third and last at 31, internet provisional. That does conclude the motorbikes, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your attendance. Thank you very much for your feedback.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, David and Carl, for taking us through the motorcycles. We're now going to be selling the registration numbers, but we'll be closing this feed down and opening a new feed for the classic cars at about 12:30. So see you then.